I just want to apologise first off, just in case, just in case I stutter on my words or I just don't articulate things as well. I just got back from training. I think I've lost a couple of brain cells after my body's crippled, but I'm still producing the content because it needs to get done. It's time to. What I'm going to be talking about is your limiting beliefs and the actions. Okay. The reason why you're not where you want to be is because your actions don't align with the person who is at your goal. So, for example, you have you now, right? I'm going to draw a little person here. We have you now, and then we have you when you hit, let's say, let's just say 15,000 a month, because I don't want 10k a month. Okay. Yeah, goal is here. So thumbs up. These two people are going to be completely different. And one of the reasons they're going to be completely different is because of what they believe, okay, so their beliefs, and also what they do and their action, okay. Now you want to, okay, let's say you want to get to the place that you're aiming to be, whether that's rich and successful or a good fighter, okay. You have to reshape yourself because essentially what this is, a lot of people they say like, I'm gonna wait and then do this. This is wrong, right? This is like me saying I'm gonna wait till I'm shredded and have a six pack to go to the gym. Okay, it's wrong. What you need to do instead of thinking, I'm gonna wait to invest in a mental until I have the money. You need to think and do and act like the person at your goal would. So let's say you were making, the 15k a month, and you saw a mentor for £7,000 paid in full for 6 months. You think, I'm okay with that. I'll spend the £7,000. However, if you were, poor, like you probably are now, you're going to be like 50-50 on spending that money because you'll be thinking, oh, what if I don't make it back? Blah blah. But you see how these two people have different ways of thinking about it. This person comes from abundance and this person comes from scarcity. You always want to obviously think in that situation from abundance. But anyway, back to my point. You need to align your actions with this person. So you might be this person now, but you need to align what your actions and beliefs with this person here. So, for example, one thing that you need to do is you need to write this up. I'm literally helping with this. Okay, old beliefs, new. Oh, that's what new beliefs. Cool. What you're going to write in here, in this section here, yeah, is you're going to write all of your beliefs that don't serve you, beliefs that don't help you to make money, things you're scared of, things you don't want to do. For example, uh, I am scared of outreach. Cool. Scared of outreach. Scared of outreach. Perfect. Now what you want to do is you want to think, okay, what would this person over here believe? What would the 15k a month version of you believe? Yeah? They'd probably believe that outreach is good because outreach drives revenue, right? Drives revenue. Okay? So they wouldn't think outreach is scary. They think outreach is mandatory and it's essential. Or, for example, um, sales calls, they're scared. Okay? They're scared of sales calls. They'd also think the 15k a month version of you would think, okay, sales calls are good. It drives revenue. I get money when I do sales calls. So obviously they're going to have a positive outlook on sales calls. So what you want to do is just write down all of your limiting beliefs, the things that stop you from, being where you want to be, or just things that don't serve you. For example, I'm scared I'm going to get lonely, or whatever. Okay, and then right here you think, what would the ideal version of me think of this? How would he think and what would he believe? For example, I'm scared to be lonely. Loneliness is a good thing, it allows me time to focus. Bang! New belief, right? And when you have all of these new beliefs written out, what you're going to do is you're basically going to write it on a piece of paper. So, for example, I love outreach because outreach drives revenue and it allows me to get sales calls. Sales calls, I love them. The reason I love sales calls is because I get money when I do sales calls. Blah, blah, blah. You just want to write it out and you want to have like a sheet of like new beliefs. Okay? And what you can do as well on top of this, what you can do is you can have this sheet, you can go onto your phone, right? Record a voice memo. Right? I've done this. Record a voice memo of you reading the sheet out, okay? Every morning, every night, and just whenever you feel like it, whenever you feel a little bit negative, you listen to this. I'm going to draw it here. Yeah, you listen to this voice note and read your new beliefs, okay? And that's how you're going to reshape your belief system, okay? Once you have a belief system of somebody who is at your desired outcome, the next thing you need to do is to match your actions with what this person would do and wait for time to catch up. So what I mean by that is, for example, we've got you now, okay, you in the future, and each one has different actions. Okay, bang, tick. This is where I want to get to. For example, let's say you like to party. Okay, I'm just gonna say like really generic things: party, drugs, porn. This is the reality for some man. Awful. It's the reality for some man. Um, doom scrolling, self improvement junkie. Just for context, the self improvement junkie is somebody who just watches a bunch of self improvement content. Doesn't apply to their life. So let's say we have you now. Yeah, you know, with the actions that you do, regardless of your beliefs, you will never get to this person who is your future self that has the success or your desired outcome. Okay. So now you need to break down yourself. Okay, you need to get another sheet of paper and literally just write out everything you do. Absolutely everything you do. What you eat, are you eating healthy? Do you do anything bad? Do you have any bad habits? Do you have any good habits? Are there things that need to be changed? Cool. You're basically going to write a big list like this, and then you're going to eliminate each one, right? So what does this guy do? No partying. Okay. He also probably focuses better. Okay. He doesn't do drugs. Cool. You get the idea, right? Um, and basically by eliminating all of this and shaping yourself in terms of your beliefs and action more into this ideal version of yourself, what you're going to do is you're going to act like that person in the future. And like I said before, you don't tell yourself that you're going to go to the gym once you're shredded. You go to the gym and then get shredded. So the point being here is you need to align your beliefs and match your actions to your desired outcome, your desired self, and then time will catch up to them, right? Regardless of where you are, no matter how long it takes, time is going to catch up to that. Now, one thing I will say is, and I've covered it in videos before, is dopamine. Right, I'm gonna draw a little brain again. We've got all your plasma and shit from the brain. If you try to eliminate too many things that give you dopamine at once, you will end up worse. So let's say you do a bunch of cocaine on the weekend, you love doom scrolling, you're just absolutely fried. Like there's just absolutely zero dopamine receptors in you that are normal, right? You are gonna have a really tough time. What you actually need to do is when you kick something like drugs, replace it with something like going to the gym, something that gives you dopamine, and then it kind of balances out. Because I mean, think about it like this. Okay, let's say this is your dopamine. Your ceiling's here. When you stop drugs, your dopamine is going to go down and down and down and down and down and down. Right? It's going to be here. However, if you did cocaine, your dopamine ceiling's here. You quit cocaine, you go down and down and down and down. But you replace a bad habit with a good habit, like gym, where you get dopamine. Yeah, your ceiling is going to be like here. So instead of being all the way down here, you're actually all the way up here, and now your brain still gets enough dopamine to basically not go insane, but you've also kicked the habit and made a good habit out of it. So you kill two birds with one stone. So my point is, you just need to reframe things that you do in life. So even doom scrolling, yeah, when you quit that, you can rewire your brain to love to focus and get work done, right? Because you feel more accomplished after. So let's say you, as another example, you're doom scrolling, your dopamine goes downhill. Okay, then you start to get dopamine from doing work. Instead of it going down here, your dopamine will get to like here, right? And then you'll have gym, and then your dopamine will go up, right? Your ceiling won't like go up. Your ceiling will keep getting lower and lower. So over time, things you don't need as much stimulation in life to feel good. Anyway, yeah, kick the bad habits, replace with good ones that still give you dopamine, etc. And then just make sure that you align your actions and beliefs with the future self. And that's literally it. That's what you need to do. So I don't think I really need to give any more examples, but you know, I'm going to give another one anyway. You can click off the video now, comment Apple if you made it this far. But just to give another example, let's say we have this agency owner, right? This agency owner and this agency owner, and they're both the same people, just one of them's in the future. Okay, this guy, he's really scared of outreach. Yeah, no outreach. Okay, he does like 30 cold calls a day, right? So obviously that's an action. This is a belief. And A, B, right? He's scared of sales calls. He doesn't get on sales calls because he's scared. So as you can see, these are actions and beliefs. Obviously the list goes on, like he only has one client because he's scared of not being able to deliver on the service, etc. From multiple clients, scaling gets messy, blah blah blah. Now this guy has the complete opposite beliefs and actions of this guy. So I don't need to rewrite all of this, but this guy's doing 150 cold calls per day, 200 even. Cool, whatever. This guy's outreaching. He likes outreach, whatever. Yeah, fine, fine. And the point is, the difference between a guy making zero and a guy making 20 bags, okay, is literally just actions and beliefs. So align yourself with this. Also, another thing I want to speak about is goals. Okay, many times I see people get too caught up on goals. So, for example, they're at zero and then they want to go to 10k a month. This is like, I don't want to swear, but this is stupid. Okay? Because that goal is a long time away, realistically, if you look at it like that. But if you went from zero to 1k per month, it's going to be easier. And then you already have momentum, you're really excited, you've hit the goal, you can go to 1 to 3k per month, right? Then you've hit that goal, you get more aspirational, then you go for half of 10k per month, right? And then you think 5k a month's easy, I've kind of got this nailed down, I can do 10k a month now. Bang. And then just by breaking it down into three kind of goals, or four, or whatever, look what you've done. You've got more dopamine because you keep hitting goals. Okay, you've hit three goals instead of one goal. And in that process, you've built extraordinary momentum. Okay? Setting goals like this is quite literally like rolling a ball down a hill. Having a goal like this is actually pushing a ball up a hill when you're right here. Like, you're not doing yourself any favours by shooting this big at the start. Now, it's not bad to shoot big, to have a big idea, okay? But you need to break it down into small goals so that you don't focus too much on the big goal. Otherwise, the big goal is going to be overwhelming for you. So if you just have, daily actions or daily wins, every day you're going to develop more momentum. It just fucking snowballs, right? I could rant about this for ages, but I really don't want to. This video is already 17 minutes. I hope you've taken some kind of value out of it. Understand that you need to set smaller goals. Obviously, have a big goal in mind. You need to change your actions and belief systems to meet your desired outcome / person you want to be. You need to write in old beliefs and new beliefs on a piece of paper and write down everything that doesn't serve you, i.e. doesn't make you money, doesn't help you in life, and then reshape it so that it does serve you, i.e. make you money, help you with business and such. Write down all the new beliefs on a piece of paper, read it out and record it on a voice note, read the piece of paper and also listen to the voice note as you read it. You then need to figure out all of your bad habits, bad beliefs that you did before, but really bad habits, and replace them for good habits that the future / desired outcome would do. Very simple, very easy. When replacing bad habits, you need to make sure that you are implementing good habits so that your dopamine doesn't crash like this guy over here and rather kind of takes a little bit of a decline and it's a bit easier to manage. Okay, very simple stuff. I have just summed the video up, but you can understand a bit more in detail. Comment Tottenham Hotspur or whatever it's fucking called if you made it this far. Sweet.